Hola friends, welcome back to another show with Miss Bacon at Prepping for Academy. Today we are going to do a cool activity and we are going to learn some many different things. So let's start out with our kindergarten readiness goals. The first thing we're going to do is follow simple directions. We always do that goal because it's very important when you go to kindergarten. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to work on our fine motor skills. So we're going to work with your fingers today, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to need for today's show. And then the last thing we're going to do is you're going to work on recognizing a number today. Okay? So, yesterday we worked on a letter. And if you attended to our show yesterday, you know this letter. Do you remember what letter this is? Ooh, look at you. So if you don't know, that's okay. We talked about the letter F. This is an uppercase letter F, and this is a lowercase letter F. So upper means big. This is the big letter F. Lowercase means little. This is the little letter F. And we are going to talk about these letters again today. Letter F. Now, today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a number. That number looks like this. Do you know what number this is? Oh my goodness, you are super smart. That's right, but if you don't know this number, this is the number 5. Can you say 5? Great job. This is the number 5. So today, we're going to talk about the number 5. And the materials you're going to need today is Play-Doh. Do you have Play-Doh at your house? All right, so this is all you're going to need today. You're going to need some Play-Doh because what we're going to do is we're going to make the number 5 using Play-Doh. So go and grab your Play-Doh and I'll wait for just a second. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to open the Play-Doh. So you need to open the Play-Doh all by yourself because you're a big friend. You're going to take your thumb and your fingers and you're going to try to pull the top open. Try hard. You're a big friend, so you can do it all by yourself. You don't need any help because remember, we're working on our fine motor skills and that's what makes your fingers strong. So once you get your top off, you're going to pull your Play-Doh out. Let me show you an easy way to do it. If you squeeze the Play-Doh bucket with your fingers and you tap it on the table, maybe your Play-Doh will come out that way. See how mine came out? If your Play-Doh won't come out that way, then guess what else you can do? You can use your fingers, stick your fingers in there, and pull it out with your fingers. So you've learned 2 ways to get your Play-Doh out. All right, friends, and don't forget when you've gotten your Play-Doh out, put your top back on your Play-Doh bucket so you don't lose it. Put your top back on your Play-Doh bucket so you don't lose it. That's right. All right, so we're ready to go. So let's get started making the number 5. The first thing you're going to do, I'm going to move this over so that I'll have room to do my number 5. I'm going to move this right over here. So the first thing you're going to do is you are going to pull some Play-Doh apart. Pull some Play-Doh apart. And you are going to roll. You got to put it in between your hands. And you're going to roll it back and forth. We're working on our fine motor skills. Roll it back and forth. If you can't do that, you can also lay it down on the table and you can roll it back and forth like this. Open your hands wide and you're going to roll it back and forth. Roll it back and forth. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. roll, roll, roll. You can do it 2 different ways, but we are rolling out your Play-Doh. Rolling out your Play-Doh. It's going to look like a snake almost. Can you do that? Keep rolling. Going to move that out of the way so I have some room to roll. Keep rolling. Look how long it's getting. Kind of looks like a snake. Keep rolling. I keep moving my paper. I have paper down so that I don't make a big mess. All right, now, if you've gotten that one long, we're going to do this one now. So we're going to roll this one next. Going to roll, roll, roll. This is going to make it easy to make our number 5. Roll, roll, roll. Keep rolling. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. Keep rolling. Some of you guys may be doing it with your hand. And if you're doing it with your hand, you're rolling yours like this. It goes faster that way too. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll. All right, keep rolling, guys, because you need a long snake. You need a really long snake so you can create our number 5 today. So some of you guys are probably already done. Are you already done? All right, Miss Bacon thinks she's done too. So if you're not done, you're going to keep rolling. If you are done, we're going to go ahead and make our number 5. So I hope you're ready. Here we go. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make this line across. You see this line right here? We're going to make that line across. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our first little snake and we're going to pull just a little piece off, just like that. See what I did? I just pulled a little piece off and we're going to put our first line down because that's how we're going to start making our number 5. Okay? Good job. I like the way you're working. Good job. All right, now the next line we're going to make is this line right here, the one that goes straight down, okay? So on your snake, we're going to pull another piece off. See our snake right here? We're going to pull another piece off, just like that. Can you do that? All right, and then you're going to put it right there and push it together. Push it together so that it stays together. Just like that. Good job. So you should have the line up here and your line down. So you should have the line up here and your line down. Here's the line up here and our line down. All right, so the last thing we have to do to make our number 5 is we have to make the curvy part. We have to make the curvy part. So that's why we did 2, because we're going to use this last one right here to make our curvy part. So are you ready? All right, so what we're going to do is, see how it's straight up and down? We're going to bend it. We're going to bend it just like that. Can you bend yours just like that? All right, because guess what? Then all we have to do is move it over. We have to move it over. And then push down so it doesn't come apart. And guess what? You just made the number 5. And you did it with Play-Doh. We made the number 5 with Play-Doh today. Did you like doing that? Great job. So today we created the number 5 by using Play-Doh. We learned what the number 5 looks like. We worked on our fine motor skills and we also learned about the letter F. All right, friends. So the last thing we're going to do today is we have to put our stuff away. That means you need to open your lid on your Play-Doh. Open your lid. And you need to clean up your mess. So put your Play-Doh back in the bucket. Put it back in the bucket. Put your Play-Doh back in the bucket, because remember, we have to clean up our mess. And then the last thing you need to do is put your top back on your Play-Doh, because you don't want your Play-Doh to dry out. Put your top back on your Play-Doh. Push it down hard, make sure it's nice and tight, and then put your Play-Doh back where it goes. Good job, friends. I'm super proud of you. Well, friends, guess what? It's the end of our show today, but I hope that you subscribe. I hope you tell your friends, and I hope you tune in tomorrow. See you later, friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.